Archer. You're being rude, Archer. You should turn to face your audience. Archer. Archer. Okay. Well, he's not in an on-camera mood right now, so let's go bother Leia. Hi, Miss Butt. Hi, pretty girl Leia. How are you holding up? Do you want to be the center of attention? Do you want to be the center of attention, maybe? Well, you're live on YouTube, Leia. Do you have anything you'd like to say? You're just going to chew your lion. She loves that little lion cub of hers. Hey, Jen. Hey, David. Hey, Manders. Happy Monday, everyone. Or I guess it's conceivably Tuesday, wherever you are. How's everybody holding up? What's new? How's life? Fill me in. How are things? Yeah, it's been a minute, Z. It has been a minute. I was waiting for that noting. Thank you, David. Hey, Maggie. How's it going? Yeah, me too. Me too, Z. Or it is Tuesday, isn't it? Jen, that is such a good example of the week I'm having. I'm like, it's Monday, right? It's obviously Monday. I just, forgot a day. Yeah. Leia, Blue Phoenix, Leia changes her favorite toys. I will say, this little lion cub of hers has been her favorite for about a year now. But she has a couple top tier favorites. The one she had this, she still has it. This wolf cub pup that was her favorite forever, and then she kind of stopped caring about it after a while. I'm sure if I was like, we should donate this because you don't care about it anymore, she'd be like, what? But yeah, I'm doing good. It's a little chilly. It's I don't know. The weather's weird. It was a little misty, so the deck's kind of wet. It's too. I should have put on a jacket. I'll survive. That's all you need to know. I'll survive. I'll thrive. Even. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Goblin. Can you pet her for me? No worries if not. Just a Brooke, I'm gonna level with you. I'm kind of hunched over, shivering. I'm actually gonna put a jacket on. Why don't you guys just chill out with Leia for a sec while I put a jacket on? Nobody go anywhere. Okay, I couldn't find the jacket I wanted to wear, so I don't know what I did with it. Might be in the wash. Any hoots. We're here. We're vibing. We're doing it. We're wheeling. We're dealing. We're making it happen. Isn't that right, Leia? It's almost 40 to 45 degrees C here. Dying in this heat. Weather in Seattle is what I need. Wow. I would not do well in that heat. That sounds awful. I pledge my life to you. That's not necessary, Red Viper. Or is it? Jaylee Rock says, hello, Jonathan and Husky Butts. Lots of love from myself and my Husky Luna. Thank you, Jaylee. What? It's 10 degrees C here in Norway. Yeah, Jen, I've been to Norway once. For about a week. 10 days. I loved it. It was beautiful. I would go back tomorrow. It's 10 degrees C here in Canada, too. Guys, listen. We've had this conversation so many times. I was born and raised in America. I don't understand Celsius. All right? It's like when you're with a group of people and they all speak a language that you don't, and they're all just talking to each other about you behind your back in front of you. And every now and again, you'll pick out one word like gringo, and they're talking about you. Celsius makes so much more sense, though. Brain rot, it absolutely does in a lab. It is not a good... Oh, Maggie, you gotta stop subscribing to me on different channels. You already subscribe on Patreon. Just let it go. Stop. Jonathan, what's the update on the Pet Lover's Choice Awards? Okay, here's the quick version on the Pet Lover's Choice Awards. 1, we lost. We did not win. 2, I am not pleased with how the people who run the Pet Lover's Choice Awards have decided to run the Pet Lover's Choice Awards. Yeah, we lost in the penultimate round, so we made it to the semifinals, not the finals. So thank you all for your support. There's a lot more to it. Actually, if you were in the Derp Lord happy hour this past Friday, I gave you all the tea. You got all of the tea. And there's a lot more to it. But like, long story short, here's the long story short. If there is a Pet Lover's Choice Awards next year, which I am skeptical there will be, I'm not going to be participating. So that's the long story short. But yeah, but sincerely, earnestly, deeply, thank you all for all of your support. It really means a lot that everyone went out there and voted for them. Okay, but the campaign attack ads should absolutely stay in the Derpskis format for next year. That's not a bad idea. You know, not Nate Mars. That attack ad that I made for Miffles the cat is like, I think that's one of my funniest videos I've ever made. And the algorithm hated it on every channel. It like really underperformed on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. The people did not want to see that video. Where to read the tea in detail. I'm not putting the tea in writing, Z. Under no circumstances will I put the tea in writing. And if any of the Derp Lords want to tell you the tea, I'll sue them for libel, because I didn't say the things that they said I said. So, it's not on Discord, no. My cousin has a husky, pregnant, and the amount of hair on the sofa is so recognizable for me. Yeah, Jen, no, it's bad. Well, I did give them a brushing yesterday. Has Archer gone to the pet groom yet, Pretzel? First off, thank you for the $2 super chat. No, it's on Friday. It's his appointment. But it might have to get moved to Saturday. We'll see. And it's an appointment for both of them. So Leia's actually the big problem because her belly's a little bit matted. Archer doesn't have any mats. And Leia's belly's just like a little bit matted because she loves to go play in water and then curl up and go to sleep. And that's just a recipe for getting a matted belly. But my plan, while they are out getting groomed, is to power wash this couch. So I'm very excited to get her off of it and vacuum it and power wash it and just kind of try to get it ready for spring, summer. So, milk tea with ginger, that sounds delicious. Archer went viral in March. I thought y'all were covered with them votes. Well, there are many different rounds, Vigilant. There were many different rounds. And so we just lost in the penultimate round. Now listen, here's the thing. They extended the penultimate round by 48 hours, and they only gave about 12 hours of notice. And if the round had ended when they said it was going to end, then we would have moved on to the finals. I'm going to level with you. I don't think we would have won the finals. I don't, because the influencer who ended up winning the finals was they wanted it real bad. It was just like, I just don't want it that bad. So, yeah. I want to hug Leia to sleep. She's so floofy. She is so floofy. She doesn't like snuggling though. Ratfordio. So, yeah, that's the big downside to Leia. She's not a very cuddly dog, which is the worst. Like, because if I'm gonna pet her now, she'll just grumbles at me. See, but she's so soft and wonderful. Oh, see, you want me in there, Leia. You want me in that ear. Huh? I love you, pretty girl. It is a very good. You slice up some ginger and put it in making the tea. Yeah, it sounds delicious. Yeah. She is a Sharky girl. That's true. And maybe I'll get some. Maybe I'll get some boba for lunch. Maybe I'll treat myself. That's not a bad idea. You should brush her again. I will. I will. But she doesn't put up with it for very long. I don't think it's. I wouldn't go that conspiratorial, Blue Phoenix. But I would. I'm not comfortable. I'm just saying, if they do it again, I'm not gonna participate. So that's it. What made you get Huskies of all the dogs in the world, Jonathan? I grew up with Huskies. Vana, and I really love dogs with big, complicated personalities. And there isn't a Husky in the world who doesn't have a big, complicated personality. Oof, I wanted to see Archer and Leia on the main stage so bad, just to see them both among cats. Maybe you can take them on a cat date, Jonathan. Well, I don't want to put cats in a position where they would be upset. Miss Katharina says, Jonathan, you need to clean that couch. Were you not listening to me when I literally just said I can't wait for them to go to the groomers so that I can clean this couch? Were you not? Mods, please time out Miss Katharina for 5 minutes. Jonathan, the video you did with answering our questions was amazing. Oh, thank you, Maggie. I'm glad. Well, there's I scheduled out the other ones for this month. I don't know if you saw on the schedule. I just joined. No, mods, just joining is no excuse. Mods, please just silence Miss Katharina for 5 minutes for not paying attention, joining late, and insubordination. Those are the infractions. LOL, as someone with an AKK, what is an AKK? It'll be clean till they get home, then you're SOL again. So shit out of luck, I got that one. AKK, American Cut, Alaskan Klekai. I should have got there. Sorry, thank you. Not to be a party pooper, but has she ever bitten you? No, she's never hurt me. What would you do if Dark Souls added Leia to their game? I would die. That would be the coolest thing on the planet. Now, here's the thing, Colby. I'm going to level with you. I'm not good at FromSoft games. I am not. I wish I was good at FromSoft games. I respect the hell out of FromSoft games. I love watching Vatavidya on YouTube as he does, like, 4-hour lore deep dives into FromSoft games. But I will do a boss 7 to 9 times. And if it takes me more than 9 times to kill a boss, I'm just never beating that game. I just get bored, I lose patience, I just move on. Which I think is why Elden Ring clicked with me so much, because if I was like beating my head against the wall of a boss, I could just be like, well, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. But you can't really do that with Bloodborne, you can't really do that with like Dark Souls, that sort of thing. So I did beat the original Dark Souls, but I never beat 2 or 3 or really any other FromSoft game. I've wondered this for a while, but are you or were you a voice actor? If not, you should definitely look into it. You know, Sweet Tea, I have made no... It's like kind of like a diet aspiration of mine. It's an aspiration in that, like, oh my god, I would love for that to happen. But I have made absolutely zero moves to do it whatsoever. I've not, like, reached out to anyone or, like, a talent agent or, like, something like that. I did do some voiceover work back when I was 19, and that was kind of an accident. My a friend of mine, his dad owned a recording studio, and I was over there visiting, and he was just like, hey man, I really like your voice, come into my recording studio. And I went into his recording studio, and he gave me some coaching, which is the only kind of voice coaching I had. And really the only big piece of advice he had was like, when you're speaking into a mic, exaggerate your mouth. Like really stretch out your mouth as you're pronouncing each word, because for voiceover work, that helps translate the clarity into the mic. You look ridiculous when you do it, because you look like a puppet, but it does help it does help your voice project to the mic better. That's the only piece of advice he gave me. So I did one piece of voiceover back when I was 19, and that was it. I didn't get paid for it, but that's fine. So I would love to do it. If anyone knows like an anime casting director, hit me up. DM me. I would love that. My friends from back home, we were all anime nerds growing up. They would be so jealous. They would never admit it. They would never give me the satisfaction. They would never give me the satisfaction of admitting they were jealous. But I'd know they were jealous. I'd know. Not surprised you're an anime nerd. Yeah, I know, Goblin. Like, come on. It's pretty obvious. AOV Thinking, Alex, says, hi, Seattle native here as well. I love the pups. Thank you, Alex. What's your favorite anime? Well, everyone's favorite anime is the anime that they watched when they were 12 years old. So, I don't know. I'd have to think on it. You know, I recently, like this week, I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen again. Because I watched the first couple of episodes, and I was just, like a couple years ago, and I was just not getting into it. I was like, I'm kind of bored. And it's like the biggest anime there is now. I'm like, well, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I missed something. So I just started rewatching it. I've only caught up on like the first like 3 episodes. So, but there's like 4 or 5 seasons of that, something like that. So hopefully I get into it. But the best anime on television right now is Free Run. Free Run's so good. Mom's the boss. Lord of the Derp member for 18 months. God damn. How's Leia's hip today? Love the dog bark fence jump. You know, her hip has been great. Her hip has been really great. Thank you for asking. She's been super good. I'm going to try to readjust the camera so that we can see her better. Oh, no, you know what? Actually, Archer's now in a good camera position. I started the camera on him at the start of this live, and he was just not in a good camera position. Archer, do you want to go for a drive, bug? Do you want to go for a drive? All the way to 6th gear, Archer. Boop. You took us all the way to 6th gear, Archer. Boop. Big island, little island, big island, little island, big island, little island. Okay, now we gotta go digging for that snaggletooth. I believe it's somewhere. But yeah, there it is. Look at it. Oh, we found it, Archer. We found it. You tried to hide it from us, but we found it. We found it, Archer Bug. Heck yeah, we did. What a good boy. He's so wonderful. I'm obsessed with him. Yeah, we went for a drive in real time. Also, Jonathan, the 12-year-old remark is correct because I watched my favorite anime when I was 14. Oh, it's incorrect. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, you know what I'm saying, right, Ron? You know what I'm saying. Divya Nathan says, is Archer still shedding? Does today end in Y? It does, yeah. He's constantly shedding. The mug is on my list now. That's so clever. I'm gonna level with you. I was like really proud of myself when I came up with that. I was like, I was patting myself on the back so hard. I was so proud of myself when I came up with mug. Yeah. So, my mom just got her Archer mug. She's very excited. I just got off the phone with her like 30 minutes ago. A little bit longer. She was very excited about that. Is the shedding worse in spring? Probably. You know, I'm going to level with you, Sky Jellyfish. I don't really, like, notice when it's worse. Because it is. It's a fact of life. You know, the sky is blue, water is wet. I'm covered in husky fur. So, Pretzel with his $2 super chat. I watched my favorite anime when I was 10. Well, you know what I'm saying. It's that impressionable time of your life. You're right around either pre or post puberty. Now, Husky and Jonathan. Hello, Dare. Welcome to the party. I can hear your allergies are still clinging to you. Yeah, they are. I mean, today's not bad, Blue Dragon, because it's quite overcast and rainy. You know what? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but if you watch the video I posted of Archer shedding, which I posted last night right before I went to bed. I actually filmed it yesterday, so that was yesterday. As I was editing the video, because when I edit videos, I'm wearing headphones, and so the sound was just very close to my ears, and I was getting super annoyed with my breathing. I'm just like breathing very heavily in that video. And I think it's because of my allergies. Just think it's because my nose was like crazy stuffed up. So, yeah, I apologize for being so sniffly right now. And yeah. I probably shouldn't tell you that, because if you go back and watch the video, you'll be like, son of a bitch, he is breathing pretty. But is he out of breath? What's going on? Did you get my present from the post office box? It's a walking tool, so you won't be embarrassed at the treat store again. Thank you, Mom's the Bus. That's very sweet of you. No, I had not been to the P.O. box yet. I will go tomorrow. Probably not before the live. Probably not before the live stream tomorrow. But I will be going tomorrow. Thank you. You don't have to send anything to the post office box, but it's always sweet when you do. Leia's fence jump went in my happy memories jar. Manders, I don't have words for how happy that made me, seeing her jump that fence. I really believe that her fence jumping days were behind her. So, if it makes you feel any better, it's not that noticeable. Thank you, Bween. It does. But, Bween, your scale for allergies is not the scale for allergies. Do you understand? I'm not like, let's use the Bween barometer for how severe these allergies are. Yours, you are skewed on that bell curve. So, you're toward one of the extreme ends. So I appreciate your kind words, Bween, but also, it's like, well, you didn't break out into hives, so it's not that noticeable. It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's not the bar that I'm trying to hit. My allergies are through the roof right now, but apparently I cannot take my allergy medicine when I'm pregnant, so I'm just semi-dying instead. I feel confident that your child will be hearing about that for the entirety of their life. Just like, I know, Mom, I get it. Your nose was running while you were pregnant. Can we please just focus on my graduation? Not everything's about you, Mom. It's my wedding day. Like, you know what I mean? I'm kidding. I don't think you're gonna do that. I mean, maybe you will. I don't know. Random question. How was the beef cheek situation from last year? I mean, it was fine. I mean, I saw some people working on my neighbor's roof, so presumably they found the beef cheek and threw it out. But I don't know. Blackstar says, Bween will break out in hives and still be like, it's fine. No, that is true. That is accurate. Bween will be knocked into a ditch, like Shadow at the end of Homeward Bound, by her GSD, and be like, well, I guess I live here now. I'm pretty sure that's a true story. I'm pretty sure I didn't make that up. Bween is a soldier. Yeah, Bween's basically a veteran. Goblin's correct. This is Archer, Maria. Charlie Barley says, hi all. Had a really long day at work and just had dinner, but ready to watch some Archer and Leia. Well, I'm sorry it's so, like, low-key. It's just Archer chilling here. He's just vibing. He's got his paws all crossed. He's just enjoying a little snooze. My husky is shedding and his fur is all over the place. I mean, solidarity, eclipse night, everything. Solidarity. It's just what I needed, TBH. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Charlie. I'm so happy streams are back. When are they getting groomed? So they're scheduled for Friday, but I might have to move it to Saturday. I might have to reschedule their grooming. But today's Tuesday, scheduled for Friday. We'll see. Is Archer cuddleable? I would say more so than Leia, but that's a very low bar, Ratchfordio. Neither one of them are very snuggly dogs, frankly. I mean, Archer's great like this. He'll stay like this and just kind of let me pet him for hours, you know. But this is on his terms. He really doesn't like it when I'm in the bed with him. He gets very annoyed. About once a week, he'll nap in the bed with me, but that's pretty much it. This is the best live I have ever joined in my life, and it's just been a few seconds. Good, Maria. Well, I'm glad. Not been in many lives, or... I'm kidding. They're like cat dogs. Yes, Ratchfordio. Yeah, I'm not the first person to say it, but a lot of people have said that Huskies are just dog hardware that's running cat software. So, how do they take to getting hugs? It depends. I mean, they're pretty good, Pretzel, I would say. Jen says it's a very good live, though. Well, thank you, Jen. I swear, Archer must be related to my husky Shadow. They look and act so much alike. It's like being able to see him again. That's wonderful, Fluffy Marshmallow. I mean, I'm sure they must be if they're Huskies. There's a lot of inbreeding in Huskies. Oh, take care, Bramnot. Thanks for being here. The other day, did Archer have pee or pollen in his face? I still don't know, Panda Runner. I will never know. If you don't want to know the answer, don't ask the question. So, I will never know. I mean, I could have got my face in there and taken a big whiff and found out, but why would I do that? Did you say that? LOL. The ear flick and eye squint. Yeah. He's a very smart boy. He's very perceptive. I mean, presumably he brought that pollen home with him. I think, actually, you know, I'm going to level with you, Vigilant. In the grand scheme of things, my allergies aren't that bad. I have some friends with allergies, and they're like, no, you don't understand. I have to keep my bedroom door sealed at all times. And, like, I can't wear outside clothes in my bedroom at all. And I have to, like, strip down and shower before I enter the bedroom at night. Otherwise, I'm just like, I can't sleep. Like some people have like really, really, really bad allergies. I am not one of them. Like Bween, for example. Bween, it's a miracle she's still alive. Do they like human food they shouldn't eat? You know, they're actually very good. They're not really big counter surfers. Neither one of them. Now, Leia never counter surfs. Ever, ever, ever. Archer will... on occasion, like probably like once a year. But every time he does, Leia starts screaming. Leia tattles on him right away. She has like a really specific cry that if she's doing it, I know that Archer's counter surfing. But he hasn't really done it. He hasn't really done it in a long time. Like if I were like preparing a steak or something, and Leia were like, I have to pee, and then I would take her outside to pee, I could leave the steak right at the edge of the counter, and I would not be afraid that Archer would steal it. So, there was legit a comment that said, you wouldn't have allergies in a red steak. That's not bad. That is kind of true. I go to North Carolina every year. I don't have any allergies there. I'm not allergic to anything there. So, you're lucky, Mister, and your Huskies are so lucky to have you. Thank you. I agree, Danielle. I couldn't agree more. That's why GSD is unimpressed at my existence. But that's the thing. I think GSD should be more impressed by your existence, Bween, because you're still... Oh, I see what you said. Blackstar said, Bween tempts death every day while GSD and Mr. Skunky fight the Reaper. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I get it. I thought you were saying GSD is unimpressed and I'm still alive. Like, what are you talking about? That's the most impressive thing. Everything's trying to kill you, Bween. Archer is such a good boy, Clarence. I couldn't agree more. Jen says, every time my allergies are triggered, they get worse, and I didn't find out about it until I was 11 or 12. Tomato allergy. Woof. That's rough. Tomatoes are in everything. Oh my gosh, this is a rough 3 days, but my night just got made. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Mahevius. Welcome to the party. Glad we could be here to make your night. My husky will try and eat anything left on the counter. Yeah, I get it, Maggie. I get it. Why is his fur pink, or is that a toy? It's a toy. It's a birthday cake. It's he's got these birthday cake squeakers. He really likes them. They're free. We get the treat store down the street from me gives out these birthday baskets. So every year he gets actually gets two, because one for Leia and one for Archer, a birthday cake squeaker. So I have like 6 or 7 of them, and they're like weirdly his favorite toy. So I haven't thrown them out or given them away, because he really loves them. So, are the Huskies on a hunger strike today? Mine hasn't eaten in almost 36 hours. Bowl's still full of kibble. No, anti-theory, but they're on a weird schedule. Like, both of them decided that they didn't want to eat dinner until midnight last night. So it's 10:41 a.m. here in Seattle right now. So they've only they only ate, like, less than 11 hours ago. So he will get hungry. Don't worry. Clarence Polo, probably. The birthday. What you were referencing is a fan sent Archer a birthday cake squeaker that had a little thing in it that played music, and it played dogs barking happy birthday, and Archer loses his goddamn mind. He gets very upset whenever that happens, and he gets like genuinely upset. It is very cute, it is very funny, but he does get like actually upset. So I just removed it. I took it out. My husky Malamute was a monster. He would eat everything except bananas, but he would eat the banana peel. That is interesting. I thought huskies are high energy dogs, but here they are taking a nap at 10 a.m. LOL. Well, I mean, trust me, Dio. I mean, we went on a 3.5 hour walk yesterday, so I spend between 2.5 and 3.5 hours every single day walking these dogs. So, can you one day walk in that neighborhood where the dog behind the fence jumps up and down? I walk past there a lot, Panda Runner, and I'm gonna level with you. I haven't seen the dog in a while, so I am afraid to ask. Frankly, so. Have you ever filmed your husky throwing a tantrum? Yes. Many times. I have many videos of both Archer and Leia throwing tantrums. Look at him dreaming. How high can Leia jump? If you watch my fence jump video, that's probably it. I would say 4 feet, like maybe a little more than a meter. Archer's tantrums are so chill. Goblin, you are correct. Yeah. I mean, they are and they're not. Archer's tantrums are, like, weirdly hard to get on camera, because the purpose of his tantrum is to get me to make eye contact with him. So, like, he'll be, like, really vocal and exuberant and, like pawing at things and making a mess. And then the moment I make eye contact with him, it stops. And he's like, okay, now I have your attention. You're going to do what you want from me. But I'm like, no, keep it going, Archer. I want to get this on film. But he stops, like, the moment I make eye contact with him. So I don't have, like, a lot of good footage of Archer's prime tantrums. How loud do your huskies get? Not that loud, David. I actually kind of lucked out as far as huskies go. They're very quiet. Well, lucked out is relative. I actually think if Archer and Leia were big-time howlers, we'd probably have more followers. But, yeah. Leia tantrums are so adorable, Maggie. I agree. Except the other day when he was tossing the couch cushions. Yeah, that was, yeah. But even that, Manders, like, I caught the end of that. I didn't catch the, like, the genesis or the bulk of it, I like that Leia is chatty but not screaming. Me too. My wife was like, yeah, she's so vocal, and I'm like, listen, you don't know how, lady, you don't know how vocal huskies can be. Like, I don't think you know how quiet we have it. So, depends if you run out of turkey tendons or not. That's fair. Yeah. My husky lives about 3 hours from Seattle. Maybe they can hear each other. I mean, probably. But, like, Leia also, Leia spends a lot of time on the forums, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're in, like, they know each other's screen names, I love Maggie's PFP, LOL. What's the story behind that, Jonathan? Haha. That is a Hamathan edit. Somebody called me a ham, which is... I'm going to stand by that, is that's wrong. I am not a ham. But I understand why people would say that. I could be called a clown. That's sure. That's for sure. Yeah. And Commander Cheese Moose, who is not in the chat, I don't think, put my face, a screenshot of my face, on a piece of ham, but because it's so tiny, it just kind of looks like I am a pensive butthole, is how I like to describe that. And Maggie decided to troll me by making that her profile picture, which honestly is a good bit. That's a good troll. Also, you are the middle child and said you were the meat between on the bread. I don't remember saying I was the meat between on the bread. I believe you that I said that. I don't think you would make that up. Excuse me. But I don't remember saying that. But I am definitely a middle child. Like, that should be pretty obvious to everyone. I'm like, attention? Don't mind if I do. Have you had other breeds of dogs before? Yeah, I've only ever had mixes before. Archer and Leia are actually the first purebred dogs I have. I say I love Huskies because I grew up with Huskies, but they were actually Husky mixes, and they just looked like Huskies. They just straight up looked like Huskies. But they were as much Border Collie as they were Husky. So I think I like Border Collies too. But I'm gonna level with you. I've kind of like branded myself around Husky. There's kind of no going back now. But I am A-okay with that because I love Huskies. Leia's doing great. She's over there. She's snoozing. We were with her for like 20 minutes. Now we're with Archer. So. How's Leia's house? Oh, what a good stretch, Bug. That was such a good stretch. That was such a good stretch, Archer. You're such a wonderful boy. What bed is that? I'd love to try and find one for mine. It seems like it could be good for cooling. Jay, I wish I knew. I got it off Amazon. And it's not like a name brand I've ever heard of. I think it's just like a cheap bed from China. But they've had it for years. No real complaints. Archer loves it. Leia loved her bed too. She's got one too, but she doesn't use it anymore. Because I bought that couch, and then she was like, this couch is like way better. So she just doesn't use it anymore, but she did for years. So I just want to curl up with him and take a nap. Oh, God, same, Maggie. Yeah, doesn't that sound wonderful? How are the Huskies during COVID? Because I know they were puppies, 1 and 2. Yeah, they were great. They loved it. I mean, I'm going to level with you. Like, I work from home regardless. So their lives weren't that different. The one thing I would say is, actually for a while, for years, Archer and Leia weren't allowed in the treat store because they were too poorly behaved. And I worked to get them to the point where I could take them into the treat store. So it used to be that, like, Archer and Leia would hang out in the car, and the treat store staff would go out there and feed them through the windows. They'd, like, stick their head out the window, and then the treat store staff would come out and, like, bring them treats. But then they got good enough that I could bring them into the store. So, but even still, if there's, like, other dogs in the store, I will be like, well, we're just going to kind of hide in this corner until those dogs leave. Because they can be resource guardy around food, and Archer can think, like, I own this treat store. Thank you, Sarah, even though you're 2 minutes behind. Yes, the sky jellyfish, they were just too rowdy. They were just too... like, any time they saw another dog, they would just, like, lose their minds. And there were too many smells, there were too many treats. Like, it was just overwhelming for them. So I worked to get them to the point where they were well behaved in the treat store. And they're not perfect, but they are. I've not had any complaints. So that was like kind of the one difference is, like, during COVID, we didn't go into treat stores on our walks. 8 and 7. Yes, Leia is 8 and Archer is 7. Archer, you beautiful, handsome boy. Yeah, correct, Amanda. Amanda, that is the correct response. You showed in your recent reels that Archer hates being brushed, but what about Leia? Does she hate it too? Yes, she hates it exactly as much. I actually, like, if you watch my Instagram stories, then you saw Leia getting groomed. Or me brushing Leia, which I did immediately after I was finished brushing Archer. But it didn't make it into the video because it was kind of a long video already. It was like almost 2.5 minutes. So if a video is over 3 minutes, I can't post it as a short. Can you come train Diesel? You don't want that, Maggie. You don't want that. Every single bad behavior that these Huskies have is my fault. The one that's not my fault is begging. Archer and Leia never, ever, ever begged. My wife and I could be eating pizza on the couch on a Friday night, and both dogs would be like, well, that's your food time. But then my wife started giving them pizza crusts. Now they beg constantly. And Leia is a much worse beggar than Archer, believe it or not. Because Leia just, like, loves people food. And my wife will admit that. She will say, okay, that one is my fault. That one is absolutely my fault. But she's just like, look how much Leia loves pizza crust, though, which is a good point. Leia does love pizza crust. Leia loves carbs. Leia loves bread. Bread and cheese. Those are her 2 favorite foods. Anika Mishra says, don't get a husky. Don't get 2, Anika. But also, like, why would you ever want any other kind of dog than a husky? Is Leia barking at the back door an everyday occurrence so late in the night or more than once a week? Well, you know, lately I've just been, like, kind of preemptively, regardless of how recently I'd taken her out, like taking her out to pee at night. I would say the Huskies at least once a night wake me up. It's probably more like 2 or 3 times they wake me up. Like, Archer woke me up last night at like 4:30 in the morning to be escorted out to the deck. Like, he wanted to go out on the deck, but he didn't want Leia to attack him. So he just wakes me up, and I literally just have to walk to the deck, and he'll go out. So I would love a husky, I say, after having watched countless crazy husky videos. I mean, Jen, like, who you telling? Like, you're preaching the converted here. Like, yeah. Have you ever taken your huskies to the zoo? No, I've never done that. I would love to do that. I think it would be fun, but I don't think that's allowed. So, and the last thing I would want to do is, like, actually stress out an animal, you know. And certainly, the last thing I would ever do is stress out an animal for content. I love how Leia will shut the back door. Yeah, she loves slamming the door on Archer in protest. Yeah, she will often slam the door in protest if I am not, like, if I'm not giving her exactly what she wants when she wants it. She'll be like, just to, like, teach me a lesson. I took GSD whale watching. He was very impressed. Was he seriously, Bween? That's so cool. Leia would lose her mind at the zoo. Unironically, I think yes. And the zoo's not that far away from my house. It's not that far away. You definitely have a voiceover voice actor voice, good sir. Thank you so much, Pokemon Address. I'll take it. It's a lovely compliment. Just a theoretical question. Do you think they would like a crocodile? Yes, Yoga. In theory. Archer, you are so doggone cute, Bug. That's true, Little Wing. He is. Absolutely. My boyfriend told me his dream dog would be a husky, and OMG. I've had big dogs all my life. German Sheps are my family dogs when I want a small little Maltese or steal my neighbor's Morkie because she hearts me. I get that. I get that, Steffi. My stance is, like, I only want big dogs. Like, Archer and Leia are about as small a dog as I want. Not because I don't love small dogs. I do love small dogs. I love all dogs. But you get to a certain size, and I'm just like, well, just get a cat. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't make cats this big. You can't have a cat this big. You can have a dog this big. So I'm like, because you can have a dog this big, you should have a dog this big. That's kind of where my head's at. Oliver said hi to Leia and Archer as he is wearing his Leia shirt. Oh, Maggie, that's so cute. That's so cute. Shut up. Archer, do you want to say hi to Oliver? Yeah, sorry, Oliver. He's big time in you right now. The fame got to his head, and he forgot his roots, and he's just big time in you. What about a Maine Coon? Yeah, I would love to get a Maine Coon. I also love, I'm going to level with you, I really love those, like, awful designer breeds. The ones that are just, like, an affront to God. I'm talking about, like, the Savannah cat or, like, a Bengal cat. Like, I would love one of those cats. I think they're so beautiful. But I do think it's just, like, it is just, like, one other sin committed by the Western world's rich people with too much time on their hands. You know, but I just think those Savannah cats look so beautiful. It's like a little cheetah. I want a little cheetah. Right, Leia? Wouldn't you love a cheetah, best friend? I'm just scrooching the table, Leia, so that I can sit down next to you. Is that okay? I don't want your turkey tendons. I gave those to you. Those were a gift, Leia. I'm not going to take them from you. I'm not going to take them from you, miss. Look at her. I'm obsessed with her. On Pomsky, too small for you? I mean, there's no dog that's too small for me. I love the Pomsky in concept. Because I'm like, yeah, a husky, but tiny. But I don't, like, know any Pomskys. I see them at the dog park, but that's it. Like, I don't know what their personalities are. I assume their personalities are just all husky. You know, Goblin, I'm going to level with you. I cannot tell the difference between a Pomsky and a Klekai. Sometimes I can tell the difference. But I only have, like, a 50% success rate. Where I'll encounter dogs, and I'll be like, oh, is that a Klekai? And they're like, it's Pomsky, actually. I'm like, oh, is that a Pomsky? They'll be like, oh, this one's a Klekai, actually. So I don't know what it is. It's hard for me to tell the difference between the two. The Cause of Euphoria 35 says, hello! I took an adult husky from the owner who neglected him. I'm faced with the problem. He doesn't stay home alone very well and picks up trash from the ground. Have you ever encountered these? Yes, to both. Just don't leave. You're now not allowed to leave. You are never allowed to go anywhere that doesn't accept dogs. And that's it. That's your new life now. So, that's the best advice I can give you. I did. Manders posted some pictures of some kittens in the Siberian Derp scored. I did see those pictures. It's so beautiful. I love black cats, Manders. I love black cats. My relative in China has 8 huskies. Oh my god, that's incredible, Daryl? Is it Derry Lloyd or Daryl Lloyd? I'm gonna go with Derry Lloyd. You should get a little void kitty. I want one. I mean, listen, Sky Jellyfish, my wife and I have talked about it. Like, we're just like, hey, we literally can't afford any more animals right now. It is what it is. So, unless I start slutting Archer and Leia out to brands and start doing, like, 2 sponsored posts a month, which I'm going to level with you, is an active goal of mine. So please don't get mad at me when I start doing sponsored content again. Just know it's just because I want a 3rd husky. And a kitty cat. You know, it might, Evan, I'm going to level with you. I don't think it would. I don't think a kitty would bring in additional income. I don't. The only way I'm going to get additional income, frankly, is if I start doing more sponsored content. So, OF time. Yeah, Sky Jellyfish. Nobody wants to see that. People will pay me not to start an OF. We do anything to support you for more content. Thank you, Koaler. That's very sweet of you. Have you ever taken Leia and Archer sledding? No, I haven't, Ratchadayo. My dog, Greta, who was not a husky. She was kind of like the only non-husky I ever had. Yeah, sorry, Black Star. I'm very bad at that. But I was young. I was like 10 years old. I was sled riding. We had a great hill in my house growing up. I was sled riding, and this sled. Greta was very scared, and she would like run down the. She did not like us sled riding, and I got to the bottom of the hill, and she would like chase us down as we went down. And I got to the bottom of the hill, and she bit my leg. She grabbed onto my leg, right at the knee, and pulled me off the sled. And I had puncture wounds on the, like, I don't know what you would call that. It's not your armpit, it's your knee pit, I guess. On the reverse of my knee. And I needed stitches and a tetanus shot, and my mom and I agreed not to tell my dad because we knew he'd get mad. So I think my dad died not knowing that. I think. Maybe I told him. I can't remember if I told him or not. But, yeah. So. Biker Dude says, yo, I'm a big fan. Well, thank you for being here, Biker Dude. Welcome to the party. Also, I really love your videos because they help remind me of my husky Kisame a couple decades ago. I miss her so much. Oh, Rapti. Thank you so much for saying that, Rapti. I'm so sorry. Biker Dude says, hi, Leia! Leia, don't be rude. Say hi back to the Biker Dude. Biker Dude, I'm going to level with you. That's the best you're going to get. Sorry. Blue Dragon Wasblade says, you are funny, and I love your huskies. I bet you and your fam must be even more perfect off the camera. No, we are deeply flawed. Constantly at each other's throats, deeply flawed. It is less love, more snipey competition is how I would describe my family. Yeah. But thank you for asking. Great question. Mom's the Boss says, but it's so fun. Thank you, Mom's the Boss. I agree. Jen says, Jonathan, say hi both huskies. I refuse to move an inch now that you said it. What? You refuse to move an inch now that I said it? Well, I can't undo a thing. I can't. I saw Kira and Eleanor from the Snow Dogs pulling a sled the other day. Memphis is a bit old for that now, I gather. I think so. By the way, I do just want to say, Gone to the Snow Dogs are probably my favorite husky influencers. I would go so far as to say my favorite husky influencers. Absolutely. Not only have they been around forever, just like the OG husky influencers. She is so sweet. She sends me the nicest messages. And, like, unprompted, like, when Leia and Archer were in the Pet Lover's Choice Awards, she was, like, sharing stuff, like, go vote for Leia and Archer. Sometimes she'll drop into these lives on YouTube. Like, really, just a really wonderful person. They're my favorite. Who's my least favorite? I don't know. I'm not going to share that. No, I don't know. They're all really wonderful. My least favorite, I already got canceled. That guy's gone. Ba-bam! He got sniped. He got derp-skied. Wasted. So, yeah, he's gone. You and Levi the Husky Rescue are my favorite husky channel. Yeah, no, Levi the Husky Rescue is incredible. She's really nice, Chloe. She deserves all the following that she has and all the success she had. Won't you, Jonathan? Not again. What? I did. That guy got wasted. He was super racist, and like 20,000 people saw, and so he made his 1.7 million follower TikTok private. And I was like, not enough people saw this, so I made a video being like, look how racist this guy is. And then he deleted his account. Got him! Got him! And that thought keeps me warm at night. I just crawl into bed, and sometimes I'll think about it. I'll just kick my feet. I'll just kick my feet under the covers. I'm so happy. Right, Leia? Right, Leia? You were such a good girl. You were such a good girl. You are such a wonderful girl. I've taught you how much fun vengeance is. Haven't I, Leia? Oh, yes, you're so fearsome. Yes, you're so fearsome, Leia. $2 Canadian dollar super chat. Simba fan says, so I ordered a Leia plush. Thank you so much, Simba. Oh, yeah, I should plug the Leia plush, shouldn't I? You have exactly 1 week and 55 minutes to get your Leia plush. Give me a second. Is that a pumpkin plush behind Leia? Yes, it is. This was a gift from, who was this a gift from? From Amanda, who I don't see her in the chat. But yeah, she sent over, around Halloween time, she sent over a big care package with a bunch of plushies. And this was just like in the basket, and Leia specifically took it out. Hang on, let me grab the Leia plush. One sec. I should plug it. I should be better at this. I'm coming, Leia. I'm bringing your plush. I'm bringing your plush, baby girl. Yeah. That's you, Leia. That's you, pretty girl. Leia, look at the... Yeah, okay. So this is the Leia plush. It's from U2's. It is available for sale for one more week. One more week and now 54 minutes to get the Leia plush. And it comes with a knife because she craves murder and violence. Kira says, just ordered a Leia plush. Thank you so much, Kira. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, if we... the live stream has been sponsored by the U2's Leia plush. Yeah, no, I'm very excited about it. I'm just like glad this thing exists. And I do want to say, before, I've said this before, so if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. Before I started working with them, I was kind of worried it was going to be like a carnival plush quality. You know, have you ever like played like one of those carnival games and you won the prize and you're like, it's not that great? I was kind of worried about that. It's actually like very, very high quality. It's very firm. It's like kind of heavy, like in a good way, in like a satisfying way. I'm very pleased with it. And they gave me 100% creative control. All these little individual markings. This little like thing, this little line under her eye, that was like a whole email. They gave me 100% creative control. So I'm very, 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 very happy with how it turned out. And especially the knife. The only thing is I wish the knife were magnetic. But they told me they could make it magnetic, but it would cost $10 more. And I was like, no, let's make it cheaper and just use Velcro. But, yeah, I'm very happy with it. And I looked this morning. Okay, so they gave me a number. Here's what they said. I don't want to overstate what they said. So I'm going to be as transparent as possible with what they said. They said, thing one is that, here's a number. They gave me a number. I'm not going to tell you what the number is. But they were like, if we sell this many, that's a good drop. Right? But they did give me that number. And then separately they said, if the drop is successful, then we'll want to do another plush. Those are the two things that they said. So I worked backwards and I was like, so that number is the thing that I need to hit. Oh, Mom's the Boss, I missed your $5 super chat. That's so adorable and perfect. Thank you so much, Mom's the Boss. And Simba fan with a $5 Canadian super chat. The Archer plush is going to have so much detail. Yeah, you're correct. Did you pass or exceed that number? So I checked this morning, and I had 53 to go in order to hit that number. And I think we're going to hit that. Because I made a video last week, and after I published that video, I got about 50 new orders. So I'm going to publish a video probably today. I filmed it. I've not edited it. And I'm hoping we cross that number in the next week. Because, like, again, they didn't say, like, if you hit that number, we'll do another plush. They said, this number is a good drop. And if we have a good drop, we'll want to do another plush. And I would want to do an Archer plush. So I'm excited to get my Leia plush. Thank you, Simplify. Now, we have infinite options. But for the Archer plush, here's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. So do I either just do it like the Leia plush, right? Where it's just like, it's Leia and there's one accessory. Or do I go a little nuts with it, with the Archer plush? Hear me out. Because what I was maybe thinking, right? Hear me out. Was what if it was Archer, but he was in like a bomber jacket? Hear me out. Like a leather bomber jacket. Hear me out. And then like on the back was like a stick shift. And it said 6th gear at the top there. Like 6th gear or like a picture of a race car. It said 6th gear. What do you guys think about that? Would that be cool, or should I just make it just like it's Archer with an accessory, like maybe a fork instead of a knife or something like that? Captain Britain with a $5 super chat. I adore these doggos. I'm so glad I found your channel. It has filled my 2 husky-sized hole in my heart left by Kiyoshin Sherpa. Much love. Thank you so much, Captain Britain. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, I mean, when Key and Sherpa both passed within a couple months of each other, that was heartbreaking. I've never actually interacted with either of them, but I followed them for years. Mom's the Boss says, OMG, Archer Plush 2. Can't wait for that, with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Mom's the Boss. Also, Mom's the Boss, stop spending money on me. Stop it, it makes my back sweat. But thank you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Infinitely 16. With that idea, would Archer be in the driving pose or just sitting with the jacket on? I think just sitting with the jacket on. Simba Fan with a $2 Canadian super chat. I adore Archer and Leia. Thank you, Simba Fan. Me too. But why Leia doesn't get a jacket? I don't have a time machine, Mary. I can't go back and give Leia a time machine. Or I can't go back and give Leia a jacket. We can only press forward. So, Strong One Win says, I love the Derpskis. Have you considered doing the Embark breed and health dog DNA test? No, I haven't. Mostly because... Oh, guys, look. Look. Can you see this? Damn it. Right there. Right there. I gotta zoom in. Can I zoom in? It won't let me zoom in, damn it. I'm trying to zoom in. There we go. Right there is a bird with Archer fluff in his mouth. See him? He's gonna build a nest with some Archer fluff. Right there in the center of the screen. Isn't that cool? Okay, he just flew away. All right, I'm glad I got that. I'm glad I got that. Okay. Yeah, that is going to be one comfy nest. Yeah. I have a question. That you can't sell plush on your website with t-shirt and stuff if U2's refuses? Well, Abudit, so what they told me, so I am buying for myself 20 Leia plushes. I'm just going to have those. And my plan is to, like, give them away as prizes and things like that. No, I'm not going to get them any sooner than anyone else, so I won't have them until, like, November. Which is when they're pushing them out there. I did try. I was like, hey, can you make those sooner? And they were like, November is literally as soon as we can make them. I was like, okay, fine, never mind. So I won't have them until November. But I was like, I assume I'm not allowed to resell these. And my U2's rep was like, oh no, you can totally sell them. You can sell them on your website if you want. I was like, really? She was like, yeah, absolutely. So for the duration of the drop, the only place to get them is U2's. But they won't ever make them again. So however much they sell is however many they're going to make. And then that's it. That's the end of it. So you've got a week. You've got a week and 47 minutes to get your Leia plush. Yeah, hopefully we'll do an Archer plush after that. Oh no, there are tons of crows here, Steffi. There are tons of crows here. Why won't Leia use the steps anymore? I think it's a mental block, Cat Mom, frankly. I just think it's a mental block. Like, clearly, like, she jumps over fences. Clearly, she is able to. Yeah. Thank you for linking that, Blue. In answer to your earlier question, Blue, that I skipped over. I didn't mean to skip over, sorry. No, there is no Archer plush in the works right now. There's nothing else in the works right now because they don't do other drops until one drop is finished. So they're like, we're not even going to talk until this drop is done. But the drop ends in a week, like I said. So they might want to jump on getting a second one started. I will say that we started this process at the beginning of June last year, and now it's the end of April. So you can expect between like 9 and 10 months before you even hear about an Archer plush again. So, can you show us Archer? Yeah, he's over there. We were with him for most of the live. He's over there. He's hanging out. They do ship internationally, yeah. But I would go to the U2's website for more more info. They can tell you. Voltairish, no, he gets groomed on Friday, but I might have to move that to Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. I have a friend visiting this weekend, so she gets here on Wednesday, late Wednesday, like midnight Wednesday. And, yeah, she's here through Monday morning, I think? She might leave Sunday night. I can't remember. So I might have to move their grooming on Friday to accommodate. Also shocked, pretty girl can jump, but how can her surgery make her be able to jump? Was it her back legs or the front ones? It was her back legs. So you can see her this leg here still hasn't, the fur still hasn't fully grown back. Which is why it's so much lighter than kind of the rest of her. If you could see her left leg, you would see how much darker her left leg is, because it still hasn't fully grown back. But yeah, guys, I won't be shy about showing you Leia and Archer. After there is no discount code for the Leia plush. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry it's so expensive. I don't know what to tell you guys. It is what it is. It's YouTube's. I had no control over the pricing whatsoever. None. So I would love it to be cheaper. But I will say it is of a very high quality. I was very impressed by the quality. Unironically, I was very impressed by it. I was ready to be like, oh, it's kind of cheap. But no, I'm super impressed with the quality. Yeah, I know it's normal for U2's. I mean, I've never purchased anything from U2's Logic, so I was going in blind. I spoke with some people beforehand. They were like, "Oh no, I bought a bunch of stuff from U2's. It's great." So, but I was personally skeptical until I got the prototype, and then I was very pleasantly surprised. So, IDK, they might have a late Mother's Day sale before 2 weeks from now. Just a thought, IDK. Well, I mean, it's in a week. You've got a week, and then the Leia plush is gone. My Golden also had TPLO surgery. It was tough to recovering. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be doing a post-mortem about Leia's surgery and the journey, because this is her second TPLO surgery. But you know, she was much older than the first one, and I was just worried that it wouldn't go as well. And she still has trouble sitting. She's still like a little bit pained, like sitting, but I don't think that's her knee. I think that's other issues. Any pet influencers you want to collab? I don't know how to do a collab with a pet influencer, Mary. I'm gonna level with you, because I just like, I don't plan my videos. I just kind of film everything, and then if something cute or funny or novel happens, I'll edit it into a video. Whereas, like, I feel like other influencers are like, okay, I've written a script. Now I'm going to go film it. I'm like, what? I can't imagine doing that. Sounds like so much effort. And also, I don't want Leia to be your bitch to some famous guy, which she could be. So, the only one I can think of, honestly, frankly, would be Girl with the Dogs, the groomer. I'm pretty sure she's in Toronto. I am not 100% on that. I know she's in Canada. But she's not in, like, Pacific Northwest. If she were, like, in Vancouver, I might be like, okay, how can we collab with her? Because that's only, like, a 3-hour drive. But she is not. She is very, very, very far away. Isn't that right, Leia? So, I would love to see her groom Archer and Leia, but I don't think that's an option. I'm not crossing an international border and traveling 8 hours with Archer and Leia in tow. Jonathan, I vote for Archer and his piggy for his plush. That was my original thought, Banders. That was my original idea. But my wife suggested a fork, because Leia has a knife. And I do like that idea, because Archer is always hungry. I would love to see Archer and Leia with Girl with Dogs. Yeah, me too. Hey guys, we've been going for 70 minutes now. And I have a stream scheduled on Twitch in 40 minutes. Twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskis. So I am going to end this stream right now. And I'm going to prep for my Twitch stream. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was so fun. I did post the streaming schedule for the next month. So you can find that on YouTube, here on YouTube, or on Facebook, or on Patreon, where the schedule is. And yeah, so we'll be on twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskis. We're going to do a little just chatting. I'm going to pick up, we're going to pick up Resident Evil 9. I haven't played in like 2 months. So we'll see where I'm at with it. But yeah, this was super fun, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'm sorry it's been forever since I've streamed consistently. It's been a crazy year, you guys. But we're back. We're back. Isn't that right, Leia? We're back. So thanks for everything. I appreciate you all. You're all wonderful. I don't deserve you. Bye for now. Bye.